and care you show to me every day, and so much. Oh, you are my ruler, you are my God, strong believer and friend. You are my Savior, great and mighty King, everlasting Father. You are my God. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. When morning comes, darkness turns to light.
It's Epic Radio.
You would hear
So
before
refreshing.
me. You know everything. When I fall many times, my heart driven away.
Me salon people, muna kushe, una kabo. This now una boy picking twice eyes on the beat. I fix they listen to Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So refreshing. Alright?
Oh, you are my ruler, you are my God, strong believer and friend. You are my Savior, great and mighty King,
Epic Radio 99.3. It's so refreshing.
You are my God. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. You my ruler, yeah. You are my ruler. You are my God. Strong believer and friend. You are my Savior, great and mighty King, everlasting. And love and care you show to me every day, and so much. Oh, you are my ruler, you are my God, strong believer and friend. You are my Savior, great and mighty King, everlasting Father. You are my God. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. You my ruler, yeah. You are my ruler. You are my God, strong believer and friend. You are my Savior. Grace. When morning comes, dark.
All right, welcome back. This is the morning show. They come to you live here on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Good morning if you just joining me, because we are live on TV, live on radio, and also online. Mina Muhammad Jawadnya, and today is Friday, 15th of December 2023, and as usual, every Friday we review some of the biggest stories of the week, and this has been a packed week like always. So we have a lot for bring you this morning. But first things first, let's start with a morning message of motivation. We now rise and then we'll be back. Let's talk today about your self-worth. Some people they can sell themselves short sometimes. You need for other people to respect you and know you value as a person. You need for them also place a value on yourself. So it takes a lot how they carry yourself along the way. Also, they tell a lot of people how valuable you are, how important you are. Sometimes they will get some people and then they sell themselves short. Then very important in the community, in the society, in the family, in the workplace. But then always they make like say they're irrelevant. They make like they're not important. Like then they hide behind their shadows. Even when they do something, they even come forward for take the credit sometimes and let people know how valuable they are. Well, I'm telling you this morning that you have to change. You have to be a different person, because whilst it's not good for brag saying I may do this, but it's also good for let people and sometimes know how much you are worth, so they're not going to take you for granted. And this happens everywhere, whether in a football team they play for, whether you're a musician with a label, or even basically in your own relationship. It's very easy for let somebody take you for granted, because they don't used to you, they see you every day, and things then they way just they happen normal, and don't even know how much struggle you go through for let denting and they happen. So it's very important let you put a lot of premium on yourself. Develop yourself, let people know you value, let people know you worth, and so then will take you seriously. So don't sell yourself short. Stand up and be counted. If you are important to any community, to any society, to any office, to any workplace, or even a your team, sometimes you have to let them know if then they forget you deliberately, because we get a tendency they for take people for granted, no matter how important they may be. But sometimes the tree where you get a compound where they provide shade, you're not going to know how important it is until the day you cut them. And sometimes even when you take them for granted. If for who they watch football, for example, if you're a Manchester City fan, you know how important Rodri is. But the day where Rodri they play, nobody really know the take and say important, because not when they score the goals, because not when always they grab the headline. He's just there quietly making things happen. But the day where he not play, everybody they see the gap, say, oh, this man ain't supposed for there, not there, and I make this they happen too. But not only they know because that person not there, but when a day he is or she is underappreciated. And that is something where they happen to a lot of people on every day. Because when they nobody not really they see their value until the day where they know they, everybody they notice, hey, this person has so be important. Look where be there, they do this, they do this, they do that. So don't let people take you for granted. Whatever good you are doing, whatever help you are giving, I know, say like I say, it's not always good for blow your own trumpet, but from time to time, let people know how important you are, so they will know you value, and so they're not going to take you for granted, and so they're going to know also how they go relate with you, and your self-worth as well is very, very important. So, but all of this really depend on you, how you deal with yourself, how you package yourself, how you sell yourself to other people, and so then they buy you. Stay with us.
Them say man no die, man no rot. Me no kill person, so me no afraid nothing. I don't come off a start from nothing. Now me na general with a 5-star button. Oh, you want me kind of this country in Mona? We were born up and body it 10 times harder. We the negativity catch na little corner. Dreams and aspirations, they ready for kill and bust a low of original identity. You ain't no know me, you better know me, yeah. Back up home, so me mama call me. You ain't no know me, you better know me, yeah. Will my first pop up, one man military, me legendary. Me no plan bad for nobody, yeah. Me back pop up school by the cemetery. Mentally, Jala University, yeah. Call me and I say, I'm the last man standing. Call me and I say, you can never bring me down. They can never shut me out. 'Cause I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor.
with tasty creamy goodness for your breakfast and snacking moments. With any packet of cowbell milk powder you add to your food, you dey give your body a creamy goodness blend of vitamin A, C, D, E, and K for general well-being and vitamin B9 for healthy brain development. Cowbell milk powder now with creamy goodness. Now quality milk powder we recommend for you and your loved ones during breakfast and snacking moments every day. They also get the 3-in-1 cowbell coffee, cowbell choco, and your favorite cowbell strawberry. Buy and enjoy the new creamy goodness of cowbell every day from all provision shops nationwide. For wholesale, visit the office na 51 Frobe Road, Freetown, or call us on 077-250025 or 099-250025. Cowbell powdered milk, the perfect companion at breakfast and snack times. Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
All right, so like always, this has been a very, very busy week. We get so many things there for report on. We get so many things them what we cover as well. We'll also get a conversation about so many other things them as well fell through the cracks. But here we are on Fridays. We try for review some of those biggest stories. And one of the big stories this week is that the court ordered the arrest of Samara Kamara following the failure of his appeal. And of course, that arrest is also tied with his involvement during the sales of the Syria rutile shares them where government may own. So that sales happened way back in 2012, and this is the Commission of Inquiry case that happened in 2018, 2019. But that's just one of the many things that we'll discuss, because this is the week as well police officially named former President Ernest Koroma as a suspect in the November 26 attacks, while its in question is still they continue here in Freetown. And in addition, his daughter was also added to the wanted list. But that's not the only thing we looked at, because the currency shortage is also it's also affecting a lot of people in this country as we try for transition from the old money to the new money. So we discuss the shortage of money in our banks them, something with the central bank insists say there is enough money in our banks them for really service all of we money needs them. Breaking news yesterday from the Sierra Leone judiciary is that former President Ernest Koroma as well lost another COI appeal, and as a result, they ordered him for pay 70 billion leones or $15 million as well, following the loss of another of those appeal. Another breaking news yesterday as well now, that Sierra Leone will continue with Johnny forget the MCC compact. So this was something where the hangover we had for a very long time since after the election. Yesterday the MCC board don't continue, so they don't select Salone, and Salone will continue in journey on that MCC track. They forget that huge money will still the chase. We'll discuss all of this plus as well more and more as well as we get them. So stay with us. When we come next, we have Daniel Pewa and Patrick Salia Koroma, who works with SLBC, and Daniel Pewa, who works with Native Consortium.
The papa them, now the music them, they dance, now them color them. Around the world, the sexy girl them, me I love them. Me sabi hold them, and me not dull them. We jump for them, we tire them. Then when we say we no go growth, under fire them. Forever, backward never. Me no retreat, me no surrender. Sugar medicine, 1 times 10, me a heavenly militant. Call me MSA. I'm the last man standing. Call me MSA. You can never bring me down.
Alright, don't forget, do all your business now with BNB, because it's easy now with the Cash App. You can cash money, cash out, and you can also pay bills. But with the BNB POS as well, it's very easy as well for make you be a BNB agent anywhere in this country. And of course, if you are doing transactions in and out of the country, or in a possible to travel fast for business self, no need for carry boku cash on you. You can do all of that through the BNB Cash app, and it's easy for you. So just go to the Google Play Store now and download the app. If you now Apple you use, just go to the Apple Store and also download the app and activate them and make everything easy for you now. So let's go. All right, we do have a lot for really discuss here this morning, but let me just welcome Patrick Salia. Good morning.
Good morning, Jawad. Good morning to the Epic listeners.
All right. Okay, so this is a week where yesterday, I think yesterday, the court ordered the arrest of Samara Kamara following the failure of those there in COI appeal. Then get several appeals, different one them. I mean, President Nkrumah, former President Nkrumah as well. Yesterday, he also lost another appeal as well. The COI matters are finally, in a way, they come to conclusion now.
Yes. Initially, we get a notice or we get a message from the judiciary, top management or the leadership, that then before don't conclude the COI appeal matter then day by end of October. But what within suddenly change, we don't know. We don't know within suddenly being give the cause for later delay some of them appeal matter then day. As we speak, till date, we get a good number of other, a handful of other COI appeal matters way pending for judgment. Because as at yesterday, the Court of Appeal been supposed to hand down judgment on, I think, about three or so more COI appeal matters, including Alsan, Kokonte, and Senensi Kalon, all being people we serve in the Ernest Bai Koroma-led APC administration. So we get them kissed and they were still pending at the Court of Appeal for judgment, because oral arguments, we don't make them, and then we don't make them written submissions as well. So the court we don't hear then submission and days, so now not judgments and we wait for. But it's been like going to 2 months now since that ultimatum, the initial ultimatum for letting close then COI appeal matter. Then that was before the issue of this dialogue between the government and the APC. So when that dialogue stuff begin make rounds, that they will be about fast tracking those cases. But even before the dialogue, they're not be able to complete them. So after the dialogue now, and after the failed attempted coup, so it's intended somebody will begin ask
the timing.
The timing of that. But like I say, this is not something we then before don't decide on, before don't conclude long before now. Whatever caused the delay for these judgments to let it be the way I be so, well, it's a decision by the leadership of the judiciary. And unfortunately, then decision there, so the last two decisions we don't come from the Court of Appeal, no witness Justice Babatunde Edwards as Chief Justice anymore. But however, these matters don't start way before under in leadership. So yesterday, there been just a double pact of the 1 week of Ernest Bai Koroma. The Court of Appeal been 2 days or 3 days ago, earlier this week, hand down judgment with an order for refund money we get for do with abuse of authority over the Sewa grounds market, and Dr. Samara Materials in Kamara over the sale of shares for Sierra Ruta. So the Court of Appeal be ordered them for refund certain amounts of money, and even the Court of Appeal go further for order the investigation, the corruption investigation against Dr. Samara Kamara, and issue an arrest for him and ask the bailiff for issue an arrest for him. Whether they don't effect the arrest or not, in order that the public dominate.
In lawyers then yesterday we'll talk to them, then say they don't apply for stay of execution for now until a number of other things them are sorted out. But yesterday there was a fresh ruling as well. We calmed down. The ordinance Kuroma as well for pay 70 billion leones and $15 million as well as part of that COI, as one of the COI appeals. And I'm struggling to see now related to which case specifically, because it wasn't as detailed as we would expect, unlike the other Samara Karan case. But you are always in the corridors of the judiciary. What do you know?
Waiting precisely, the commissions of inquiry, the Justice Biobele Judge Will-led commissions of inquiry. Remember, there were three separate commissions:
Bankole Johnson,
Atuguba, and Biobele, but led by the Nigerian-born Justice Biobele himself. We produced a three-volume report and present them to the president and the government of Sierra Leone as a result of the GTT, the government transition report, which been come out initially in 2018, set up by the president for investigate the Anes Bakroma APC-led administration. So now the findings and the recommendations from their reports and them people will be appeal against. People, some of them though, some be don't try for do out of court settlement and let go. But some of these people, like the Anes Bakroma, Dr. Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara, and a good number of others, been seen just as them don't argue at the commissions of inquiry. Say, firstly, the commissions of inquiry not get the authority or jurisdiction for seats and investigate some people and they, because remember first they make out the issue of the rules of procedure and those other things. So they argue on all them bases then they. So we come to the specific areas we get for do with the findings, the adverse findings, because that is the underlying word, adverse findings. The bad thing that we then find against them people and they. Some of them be get for appeal. Former President Anes Bakroma, for example, because now be the head of state and president, you know, lawyer and say vicarious liability, you be as the greatest responsibility. So, because now be the supreme head of state, so it been do in a good number of things where be inimical according to the commissions of inquiry. We're not being good for the state. We've been cause the state for losses. Then say it do some of them things and they for satisfy in personal and selfish interest. And some of the other people them as well, then say then do some of the things for satisfy them personal and selfish interest. So the commissions of inquiry we been do adverse findings, we do bad findings against them after the over 1 year process we them been do. So ex-president Anes Bakroma, the one we them been do a couple of days ago, earlier this week, that we already don't deal with in a separate one altogether. But the one way happened yesterday, the judgment way, Justices Bintu Aladi, Combat Commander, and Tonya Barnett, been the preside over, been get to do with some loans. Well, then call them illegal loans. Illegal in the sense, they approved a loan against certain laws of the land. For example, the public finance and debt management law, certain provisions, and say, you get certain amount where they borrow or lend. If you go through Parliament for approval for us. So firstly, then say Parliament not approve some of them loan then they before it give them loan and they out. So they amount to $12,000, $14,000, and $12 million, $14 million, and $3 million, and over 70.7 billion leones, where it been approved for pay end of service benefits to some staff of the Petroleum Directorate. So according to the courts, they not get any evidence for show say, then worker then they or then staff then they of Petroleum Directorate to them being paid that end of service benefits day. Whether they be resign, they make them redundant, or they retire. No evidence they say they not show show that.
And just so we establish the fact that at the time Petroleum Directorate was running directly under State House.
As under the office of the president.
Under the office of the president.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you get a good number of other offices where they under the office of the president.
Yeah.
And Petroleum Directorate
Is one of them.
Is one of them.
At the time.
And the president at the time was Minister of Petroleum, according to the act. So he do some of them things and say where it be inimical, it been cause the state for losses. So he do that for his own personal and self interest or whatever. So the 12 or $14 million, I can't remember precisely offered, but those are the amounts, the figures I just to highlight. $40 million, over $40 million, over $3 million, over $12 million, all put together amount to over $25 or $29 million, if you calculate that. So that is the whooping sum. Ex-President Ernest Bai Koroma has been ordered to refund to the Consolidated Revenue Fund within 30 days. From that judgment yesterday. So if you begin count 30 days, take the weekends out. Because according to the ordinances or laws in this country, when they check number of days as per official procedures, the weekends are not counted.
All right.
So 30 days from that day of the judgment, now in the court say, if we refund them money, then they.
Pewa, good morning. Good morning. So, then Commission of Inquiry cases there have been a lot of interest around it, and finally they are now, in a way, they come to a conclusion in a way, because, I mean, the commission itself don't come to conclusion, but then appeals cases there don't take a very long time in court, but finally they come to conclusion, but there have been questions raised about the timing. But if it is to say, in this discussion, the timing is important?
Well, for me and for many Sierra Leoneans, of course, we know the bookman and what we call abuse of office. Many a time, when leaders are elected to positions or appointed into positions, they can tend for ignore the books, meaning the laws, the regulations where they govern their conduct. And therefore, some will even resort to things where at the end of the day, not the, resonate with the expectations of the electorates. But the Commission of Inquiry, like Mr. Patrick Salia was saying, there were a lot of buhara around it, from inception to even, administration of the system and the conclusion or the findings. A lot of, controversy been surrounded. So, but what we call good governance, democracy, a very, very important. With all the, controversies we've been there around them, at the end of the day, the rule of law been talked, say those people that were, found wanting by those commissions of inquiry, they also get the right for appeal. For us as civil society activists, we will welcome that one largely that waiting we brother Muslims and they call kum fire kum for say as the commission don't recommend the punitive measures, government not for just come and execute them. The suspects or those that were found wanting, they also get a second chance for let them appeal, them findings, then the way the commissions of inquiry been levied against them. But the good news is the courts, as per constitution, being clearly listen to all the one the way appeal. Where, of course, like my brother say, the former president was one, the former flag bearer for the main opposition, when Mr. Kamara was another, and few others. In fact, it will interest me, Fambu then at the radio land and the one the way they watch we see, a lot of, them appeals then, the one that will make their appeals then, they win some of them cases. Yes. And then, I might be right.
Yeah, I remember Dr. Mamadou Koroma, I think former bank governor and was at some point Minister of Finance, and be winning your appeal. And I remember Ahmed Kanu as well.
Winning appeal.
Former Minister of Sport.
Deputy Minister of Sport.
Because let me say in emolument not being the salary or whatever allowances he be receiving, not being commensurate, not being matched with the kind host we put up in battles or wherever he put in host. So they mean find them the commissions of inquiry being fine I'm not wanting, so they may exonerate them. Do at the Court of Appeal.
I think Mikhail Mansari as well, his case as
so
well.
Some of them be actually don't win the appeal. Well, you get to do basically with the processes and procedures used for
it to the judgment.
For first of all, finding people and they want thing at the commissions of inquiry. For example, you use Ahmed Kanoui also. Then use quantity surveyor or whatever term they get for Adam Kolam, a property evaluator for go look at a property. Then can look, for example, the building inside Epic Radio Day. You team up from a distance. You just measure normal, say, you don't even go and there's a big fence. You don't even enter the premises.
I remember how ridiculous that testimony been
so
when I talked to that property evaluator.
You team up outside, you just estimate no more whether you were allowed to go inside or not, you were prevented to enter or not. You conclude, say, well, this also cost about so. So those processes and procedures were more or less the basis for which the court of appeal decided to say no, these were wrong for you to have calculated or estimate that this person XYZ. So some of them people and they win their appeal.
Yeah, and yeah. Why you were making a point.
So like I've been they say, it now be a litmus test for the justice system. Say, like I've been they say, not to kum fire kum because the commissions of inquiries don't find the one they wanting. So then at the end of it all, the system give them the opportunity for get an unfettered access to the court of law. And when they go there, they exonerate them at the end of at the end of the day. So your question was timeliness of the judgment, whether it was timely or not. Me, I believe say the law, not the law. The law, no, they act, they operate in vacuum. Yes, the timing may have been an issue, but again, a lot of school of thought go say if the court been take that hasty decision, that time whether fanfare been there around the expectations of the public, either wanting to nail, the former president or wanting to exonerate the former president. There were those mixed feelings amongst the entire populace. So the court, as it is, then go for take the time, go through all the evidence, go through all the prosecutor, the submission. And at the end of the day, when they filter or shifter all them informations, then they argument and counter arguments, then they come. Then will come up with a conclusion. Where at the end of the day, even if you go to the Supreme Court, they no go deviate or they no go they in variance with this particular judgment. But again,
yesterday, sorry, Daniel. Yeah. One thing where we are impressed. Well, Alec, not impressed more or less. The submissions yesterday by the judges, justice, because the three of them I only witnessed the two were then delivered in judgments, Justice Bintu Aladi and Justice Komba Kamanda. For Justice Tonya Barnett, already I'll be the one against time for can process my story. So one key area they emphasize on that the argument around immunity. Say the president gets immunity under certain sections of the Constitution. Say he cannot be tried by any court of law for any action, private or official action.
Why is he served as incapacity as president?
Exactly. So, when the judge then they hand down the judgment in a submission, they say, enough for be only when you're in an office, not when you don't left office. When you don't left office, that immunity the immunity don't left you. So it don't mean say the immunity still by you. It don't mean say the court when you do corruption, if you commit a corruption offense or you abuse your office while you're in office, when you left office, they're not for trial you in any court of law. I remember Justice Komba Kamanda mentioned, for example, say the law not for be the king and not to the king be the law. You understand? Exactly. So the law for reigns supreme over everybody and everything. They mentioned, for example, the current trial of former presidents of the U.S., Donald John Trump. The conviction of Jacob Zuma in South Africa. Now, ex-president. In fact, Jacob Zuma, in own trial, or more or less, starts where he will still be president, even though he be on the exit door. So, then cite their example and they say if they don't nip this at the board now, it will create a room for people who hold their office then they become monsters and dictators. So now way for prevent people where they hold them public office then they from becoming monsters and dictators.
All right.
And just a quick one.
We have to move forward because...
If they talk about loan from the bank, in fact, even my grandpa in a village, say, there are laws that whosoever is politically exposed, certain procedures then they, if you even want for go stand for somebody where the court they find out or where the law they find out guilty, for, the law not they permit for let it stand bail person, let alone for go trust money in a bank, we're in a politically exposed somebody, without going through the due process.
And later, of course, I will bring details of that particular case. I look them up and I just don't see where I kept it. But let's move on to another issue because this has been a very busy week. This is a week as well. Why should they talk about transition from old money to new money? Now, a bank and they struggle for give customer them all the money where they want at a time. But meanwhile, the Bank of Sierra Leone, they insist say enough money in the banks them. But the reality is not the same.
Well, for me, many a time, you see, the duty bearers then don't create some kind of apprehension in the minds of the citizens. When they go na the, media, platform, then they make policy statements. I remember the former, bank governor. When, a year before even the printing of the money, the currency been shorting. You remember there a moratorium in the way they say, where you go to a bank, if you want 10,000 or 5,000, then they give you. If you want 2 leone, yes, if you want 2 leone or 1 leone, they will give you. So it been create some kind, embarrassment for the system. It creates some kind, situation for even the business community wherein their arms were twisted, even for make order, because a lot of people that not been going to bank against it. Because the thing can say, if you carry money go to a bank, at the end of the day, when they want the money, we're able to get out. So a lot of people tend to, keep their money back home instead of taking them to the bank. But this time around, being a one person, I want to give that confidence to the general public. I want to use this platform for send a message, say, yes, we were with the bank governor quite recently. He gave us the assurance. Even the PR, they all impressed the fact, say, enough new Leone na the bank. But I think say some members of the public themselves not they help the situation. Because if you want to go, you withdraw a huge chunk of money. We not say yes. We understand say yes. There are people who are business people, then get staff for pay, then get suppliers, then get debtors, or then suppliers who then they pay. But you want to go take as an individual, not even as an entity like Epic Radio. You go in a bank, you withdraw a huge chunk of money. I think say then go for make some regulations then also, for say one person not for withdraw such and such amount. The reason is within 24 hours.
I think they get a regulation in this. So sometimes I think if you reach a certain volume of money, you should do a bank transfer.
Exactly,
instead.
other than having the raw cash on you.
Yeah, but the problem with that
also they limit other customers for get the needed money. Because as it is, if let we say they print 5 billion and every Sierra Leonean is withdrawing 10 million, at the end of the day nobody will be able get the money.
The problem with that is the demand for money is so much because of so many factors. One at December, the coup itself drives some panic in people.
Forget about December.
But then again, this is a society where a lot of people still prefer to do business in cash.
In cash.
Forget about the December, Jawad. Let's take the BO there, for example. If a BO, they go with cash. You imagine BO, they go for give out money to people, where they send for example.
Remittances.
So, what you go do with that kind of policy in there? And you know go on for let the policy become restrictive or discriminatory. Then, anyway, now the one that we get boku money, now they go with boku money. you can't do. So I go, I go go there and not get better money. They go withdraw past waiting the Bank of Salon they put as policy. So a good number of them people and the way they go withdraw a huge number of cash. Are the very people that when are politically exposed or business people. The ordinary Sierra Leonean not get that money there for go withdraw boku money. For go put as in a bank.
Yeah, but
waiting I can guarantee.
We just suffer the consequence because we'll go money not there now. It means if we want 4 million, we can only get 1 or 2 million.
Jawad, Daniel, we not Bobo opinion at this country. Don't tell who the suffer. I one thing I believe in. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. We don't survive one at this country. We don't survive Ebola. We don't survive a good number of other problems. We not die. So we begin and say what they born. We get for train them for let them become. We leader them go come now yesterday. They don't tell we say we're resilient people. So we they continue for. You see, Patrick, now me I don't be at cut down on anybody so that people know see say I get on.
Yeah, but we have to do better.
We have to do better. Not we don't go tie open at the neck. We just don't discuss the consequences now. The Anes by Kuruma-led administration is now facing. Then the people are where hold governance right now. This should ring a bell. Not just say. Then they pray the very bad for themselves. Precedents. I mean, precedents don't set the bad one. When you set the bad one, they haunt you. So if Anes by Kuruma then had done the wrong things, and the Bureau administration come and continue that same trajectory, now whose kind of sense that? So, Lord left them, now to themselves, Kech and Naka, Lord left them. So, we are resilient people, they don't talk over and over. There is hardly any national address where the president said not make. Now this country from Parker in term and it's by Kuruma to President Julius Madabio. When they don't say we say we are resilient people or resilient nation, would they continue for people pain? So now we left them. Would they continue for suffer the consequence of whatever decision they make? You may today a community, for example. Let we deviate a little from the currency. Me today, for example, like community. We say lights now by.
Yeah.
Now by something in 5 or 10 minutes, now they come for
5 minutes.
5 minutes. And we see them take 2 or 3 times. You know they see the light again. You suffer a blackout and they inside hot, they sweat, they dry and sweat throughout the night. So let me left them. You know they complain. When you complain and go see you like one kind. So when you go to the currency issue, one thing no more go guarantee anybody now that we get fresh notes. We get slick notes where they crack, where you pull one. We're not getting old loans them anymore. So would they keep in old loans now? Or still continue for keeper? You go continue for suffer the consequence. Because I remember this message don't begin since earlier this year. They don't postpone the ultimatum for use the old loans. People continue for they still hoard the old loans, whether the coins or the paper. They didn't continue for hold up. When you get for reach that January, they have to go use them for transaction. They no work. Then right. you go begin understand the consequences.
If you just the January, this is the Epic Morning Show. Stay with me. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Do you want to be your own boss? Or do you want to add more services to your business? Then look no further, because BNB is here for you.
What do you mean?
With BNB, you can now make money with just your smartphone. With the new revolutionary app, BNB POS, you can do remittance, bill payments, EDSA airtime top-up, and many more. All this from your smartphone, anywhere you want.
This sounds great.
That is not just all. The app also features real-time agent rebalancing and reconciliation.
Oh wow! But how can I get the BNB POS and start making my own money?
It's so simple. You can download the application on App Store or Google Play Store. Just search for BNB POS and download. Then call our customer service on 072 500 000, and within a short period of time, our agent will help you for the onboarding process.
Wow, no time to waste. Let me do this right away.
Oh yes, start making money today from anywhere in Sierra Leone. For more inquiries, contact our customer service on 072 500 000.
With BNB POS, you shop now your pockets.
Bonus don't come. You self-take part and get out with one expert. Get Boku winning. We go up to 1000% with hyper bonus. For register, it's easy. Just download the app on our website when at oneexpert.sm. Use the by phone registration or full registration option and edit your profile with valid ID card. Enter the official promo code and yourself go benefit from all the promotion and bonus them. Save and screenshot your OneExpert account so you go able use them back other 10. For For more information, call with toll-free line when at 552 hyper bonus. This one is better pass bonus.
So creamy, so good.
Cowbell powder milk now they carry tasty creamy goodness for your breakfast and snacking moments. With any packet of cowbell milk powder you add to your food, you they give your body a creamy goodness blend of vitamin A, C, D, E, and K for general well-being and vitamin B9 for healthy brain development. Cowbell milk powder now with creamy goodness. Now quality milk powder we recommend for you and your loved ones during breakfast and snacking moments every day. They also get the 3-in-1 cowbell coffee, cowbell choco, and your favorite cowbell strawberry. Buy and enjoy the new creamy goodness of cowbell every day from all provision shops nationwide. For wholesale, visit the office at 51 Frobe Road, Freetown, or call us on 077 250025 or 099 250025. Cowbell powdered milk, the perfect companion at breakfast and snack times. Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
Alright, welcome back. This is the Epic Morning Show. It comes to you live here on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And as usual on Fridays, we review some of the biggest stories them. And one of the big stories them we come out yesterday is that with MCC journey they continue. And this uncertainty been on the for a very long time since the end of the election, by the way. And in a board meeting now with the MCC, hold it approved salon for continue, of course, inside the MCC program. So what's your take about that?
Firstly, a welcoming news, for Lewi they successively, win the compact or, be selected, for the compact, a welcoming news. I think, say, the compact itself, they specifically, a huge chunk of and they specifically for energy. And
when we eventually
win, we'll get them.
Yes, we don't get them yet.
Yes.
We are just
part of the program. Now select, then don't they select? We say yes. We are part of it. But let we say if we win now, of course, my brother been to talk about the epileptic, or non-availability of electricity energy. Because when you're talking about industrialization, now we are going out there. The president is going out there, luring, business people or investors to come and invest. But investment cannot take place or cannot thrive when there is no power. Power now a very fundamental, component of industrialization. Manufacturers, mining companies, entertainment or hospitality industries, they're all reliant on, electricity. So, free tongue. Today they will tell you say transformer, or today they will tell you say the transmission line where they evacuate the power to the consumers. A lot of challenges. Although the rural electrification projects they go some admirable percentage now, I for say, because we they go now upline, we don't see then chiefdom headquarter towns. Although they cannot be there, we cannot be there within the shortest possible time, but now a process. But the challenge itself, I think say there are benchmarks where they look out for. And one go for do good governance, of course, the rule of law, how they respect human rights. Quite recently, we get a dialogue. The government gets a dialogue with the main opposition, although they no go, because when you talk about electioneering process, not to just APC and SLPP, they go into election or have been into elections, Other political parties one may say all those political parties are aligning themselves with the main political parties, but then get their own autonomy, then get their own independence, and therefore whatever hinges on electioneering process, insofar as then they pay that then how you call them candidate? Is it candidature fee or nomination? In as much as the parties then they pay their own contribution towards NEC, because by law you get for can register with NEC, and their money then they come up from their own pocket. So at the end of the day, whatever discussion or negotiation or conversation you get on national issues will hinge on electioneering process. Okay. It is also imperative on those duty bearers to incorporate the minor parties, as people will say. But for let them left there out, I think say now been disservice also to the small parties. Okay. But the big elephant in the room is now we have been selected. So, which means, one, corruption, we don't fight, yes, we don't fight corruption, we don't do, get accolades in terms of the fight against corruption. Number two, the rule of law, yes, the human rights. We cannot get there, in a day, now a process. But
Okay, I'm coming back to, let me come to Patrick, because the promise of this money eventually, not really for refurbish the electricity sector and guarantee power supply, but we are painting this as if this money now for solve all the electricity crisis in our country. Because let's not forget, in the last 15, 20 years, we don't spend double this amount, over $900 million on different power solution them, but yet still this is 2023, and in FIBA, like say, this is year 2000, and we still in the electricity turmoil.
I can assure you, Jawad, I don't know when last you traveled, go to the provinces, but me don't travel to a good number of places, and a good number of those places before now, no use forget electricity. Today, I will tell you boldly and proudly that a good number of communities in the interior get electricity supply now. So that we for commend the government for. However, because they can say Freetown not to Salon. So if you say pass you take care of the problems of Freetown before you jump to the other parts of the country, then the other parts of the country will remain marginalized and underdeveloped and continue to be in the wilderness for as long as possible. But when you come to Freetown, the problem, it's like the problem pass waiting with the get, would they generate locally as income, as revenue, or party them they give in donations. Since Jawad was a boy, since Patrick Salia was a boy, since Daniel Pewa was a boy, the number of projects me and you to know about, if they were realistic, Salon for don't turn heaven, or for don't pass heaven level by the time they are. You do this almost $1 million project into water, how many $1 million projects into this, into that? Now, certain small communities, Jawad, if those projects were realistic, as by the way then they plan them, may too by then they are so, we're not for the wait for discuss APC then fights against SLPP or SLPP then fights against APC in the pond, out of the pond, Akecha, Nakan, Tonangi. We're not for the discuss things in there. Country the way we're serious minded. These are not things they are discussing. You go France, for example, then they try now for increase the whether they don't pass them or not, I haven't followed. Increase the retirement age by 5 years. I don't think they didn't discuss. I don't think they had their own issue. Security. We still a creep by the basic social amenities: water, light, health, education. Good. We still get a number of, with all due respect, the free quality education was a very laudable project. And in fact, it raised a good number of impact. It brings about a good number of other initiatives and impact in the lives of Sierra Leoneans, especially those beneficiaries. But we don't even complete the proper implementation of free quality education. We don't jump per FITSALO. The other day I was here, I mentioned we don't get a national program. We have political party agendas and programs where if there are another party come, then they count their own all together, then get their own priorities all together. How will we continue for this as a country? You come to the energy sector. I just mentioned, I also say we get an epileptic electricity supply in Freetown. With all the glamour around electricity improvement. I give with specific reference. I give since I off yesterday, when I return, I get message where I ask how long the lights don't go off for. And say since afternoon or so. And now until 5 o'clock this morning, then the lights come.
Yeah.
And by the time we did the lights come, but before they left, imagine my phone no charge. Before they left Osbach, even the 5 o'clock.
I was watching news where lights go. Yeah.
So the lights go back.
Around 5:45 or so.
So the lights come about 5 or 10 minutes or so. The lights go back. So we still struggle with this. Since Patrick Salia was a boy, when they tell we say, we depend work on this, so, boom, boom, that, this, that. We still struggle with electricity, them basic social amenities. And then when they talk about donate money the way that they can give you, free, who pays the piper calls the tune.
So it means say MCC money, even in the future, if we get time,
we're not going to address the issues.
Don't hold your breath.
Sincerity of purpose. Yeah. Let us be sincere with what we do. We get to think about the people. Let us always remember say, if you become a minister, you enjoy certain facilities. The reason why you get pressure for let people and go to your office for go knock at the mouth or begin ask you for support or beg you in their words for beg you. Now because you are your government or your party don't solve them problems. We make the pressure they camp at you. And you get for always remember, say, when you left that party, you get for go back in the normal situation where you be there. And sometimes you have a worse pass I be there.
Just a quick one.
So sincerity of purpose. So this MCC, for me, it's all together.
Look at the CLSG, CLSG, where they come from Ivory Coast. Yeah. Sadly, if one person cut tick, now the southeast, who side the transmission line they pass. The entire Freetown day. It's like I said, the man they not even look above their nose. We want tick for them on the transmission line. That is the end. Until they go for sort that one day out, we'll always be experiencing electricity supply. Now, make a shock you. There was this project for water. Yeah, I think that ADB be supposed to fund that project. They be supposed to build mini dam na Allentown axis. There is a community that side, the side the river will carry the empty into the sea. Now, that project, when it came, they awarded it to the wrong contractors just because of kickback. And you know what happened? Because they don't follow due process. Guma Valley management. Look, I have to be blunt. We have to be comfortable to say the uncomfortable. Because if we not talk, posterity will judge we tomorrow. Now, Guma Valley, under the management of Guma Valley, I don't know whether the Ministry of Water Resources is part of it. But what I know, based on my findings, Guma Valley Water Company management colluded with few contractors.
Allegedly.
Yes. Yeah. Then, no other award the contract. So, because due process were not followed, the money will be for come from ADB for let the east end of Freetown get water and other areas then get water for drink. We see how we mama sister brothers then they struggle on a daily basis with jellicans all over the city defend water. Few people then don't make with the
and even for move to another subject.
One of the key parameters with the MCC they use for SCORE for compact the control of corruption also.
And that's the point I want for council, because whilst we talk about corruption as well, one of the things that we highlighted, for example, in that Honest by Kuruma case is that, so for example, the Emashola House, 9 Petroleum Directorates be they use at the time. And so to a lot of we were surprised, we now know say Emmanuel Bresford Oshokoka, when I'm the secretary to the president at the time, now he get the host. So now he get the host, it rents into government. But that's not even the bad parts about it. The annual budgetary approval for rent for Petroleum Director at the time was $100,000. Okay. But then they pay in excess of $150,000. So according to the documents and of course the findings of the Biobel Commission, they pay $550,000 over the period of 4 years with the approval of President Nkrumah at the time. And it tells you a bit about kickbacks, about corruption, and for example, why we government themselves not even get appetite for say, let's spend less on rent for government agencies.
So you think say that they know they exist currently?
Oh no, I know it is.
Okay, so let me wait. You know, the next, I always look forward to we don't begin set a pace, we don't begin set a precedent. Let's look for the next one where they come. The next commission of inquiry, give us sweet. Now that they look forward to. Some people already get. In fact, the documentation, people already begin catalog. They don't begin lists.
Yes,
their findings already. Now for those formalities no more. The evidence there already where some people longer that you have to be very wary. If you are holding public office, you have to be very wary. Yes. Sometimes in this, some man get for repent, go hand himself over right now, than the commissions of inquiry we get for can later. Otherwise, it will be very dangerous for some people. I tell you for sure. Because the things me and you two know, or the things some other people know, and we senior colleagues at the time, Bible they say, if you know what I know, you will not laugh. This is the reality. Sincerity of purpose, as we talk about this now, we they set up systems and procedures, we they go around the same systems and procedures with bridge them, just for one or two people, then selfish interest go. You get government offices, you get government institutions where they rent right now. Let me go back to the issue of the Oshokuka building, where petroleum directorates be the occupier and they pay in excess of $1,000.
Yeah.
You get government institutions where they pay huge amounts of money in rent, now private places. Then, while you get a good number of other public government buildings where they waste, then almost they in decay. Imagine, okay, you go to the old Jala building within the SLBC compound, where Jala don't left for use over how many years now? Look the old SLBC, the old Jala building, where they inside that compound now. What if we say, for example, government use a budgetary allocation for 1 year of 3 government ministries and go refurbish that building there and transfer some of them project sites and they where they pay in a private building.
Because we also get projects and they will get their own office on the ministry them as well.
That is the point I'm making exactly, Jawad. Okay.
Daily Mail also.
So be specific.
Daily Mail building also.
Yeah, okay. Then I just cite the old Jala building, for example. You get the Daily Mail. Jawad, you go na railway line Tengbetong, you get a project by the Ministry of Health and Sanitation not there anymore. You get other projects under the Ministry of Health. Then they pay in private buildings in rent. Imagine how much money, if you go find out how much money they're going to pay in rent, among several other government ministries, departments, and agencies.
NRA, NASITs.
Yes, then private
So,
building.
you see?
What if them go take some of them public building and they refurbish them, utilize them? Instead, you get squatters, people away now vagabonds, squatters, when they use them building and they eventually end up claiming them building and they say that them property. We don't see the instance then they.
Okay, let's hear from our public here, 0799949993 as well. So, of course, we've discussed several things here this morning. One other bit of news is that the audit report for the latest audit report has now been submitted to Parliament, and the audit report will announce that and then go wait for review and to the public when it is tabled in Parliament. But let's hear from our public. Good morning. Yes, sir. Welcome. Go on.
Yeah, thank you. I see they talk about the timing for this commission of inquiry. I mean, in Zone 1, you know, they don't begin find people, then they this and that, if this is not the right time. I mean, everybody's surprised by this time. For the whole of the time where this commission of inquiry been done, where people then appeal, you know, I can understand me and you, they're going to court so 2-3 years with it. But we say government get interest in money where people don't eat. Why that appeal case for don't last up to this time? I hear somebody say, I mean, some people been make payment out of court settlement. We don't name them people there. We don't know how much money they don't pay them.
All right.
You know, at this time, I mean, this thing they come out about this corruption case.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Let's keep it 60 seconds. Let's hear from more people here. 0799949993. Let me hear from you out there on some of these issues. More on the discuss. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. John from John.
Welcome, John.
Yeah, I say thanks to we panelists, but to Patrick Salia. You see, you don't travel extensively offline. Access to electricity, but you describe you see we for praise the government. I'm not talking about this particular government, all government. This is not the thing we say. It is not accessibility, but availability. Because the end product of electricity now, we are calm now, me house. I put me light on, I get credit, I get the light. But we not for praise the government about electricity. It is damning, and you self don't describe them as epileptic. So let we get honest conversation. John from John Street.
Thank you very much, John. Let's hear from more people here. 0799949993. Let's hear your thoughts. Good morning.
Hello, Jawad.
Yes, sir. Name was I call
Good
from?
morning. Then I Conde check no, I call from Fubi.
Okay, Conde, just be audible a bit.
Yeah, similar Conde check no, I call from Fubi.
You're welcome.
And the issue of fuel, you know, today, you know, get foundation. So even we manage to talk about the entities for that, then you know, no impact figure for place towards the development, just like how the analyst talk. You see, Salon done this back from a days with the guy with electricity, road, water. So when then they tell everybody commission on inquiry. First, you know, for pay beyond closed door, we are not tell the citizen. We all get right for letting the inform way of this. So that's my contribution this morning.
Okay. Well, I mean, Commission of Inquiry have been open, really. I'm not sure say don't be behind closed doors. The documents as well are also in public domain. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, sir. Oh, I think we lost our caller. All right, call us again, 0799949993. Let's take a few of you guys and hear on our thoughts and then we wrap up. Good morning.
Good morning, Asadi from Central.
Welcome.
I want to comment on this MCC. I wish you know for read the old document because if there are lots of today we don't qualify for the compact. But before election, you will qualify. There was a conditionality that to forget free and fair elections, we will get the money, they will blow another side. But this feedback, we get this peace talks with the opposition, where some of the things that we had expected for the implement now, instead of provocation in the government, say, they bring inside. For instance, you get the minister, the chief minister, they tell the opposition, they may they help them, send the people away, come up and neighborhood. Now, opposition responsible for secure this country and protect the people and rights in this country. In all the stop there, when you look at the document, this very chief minister writes and signs the vice president, the president don't begin get good talks with the former vice president when a Victor Fo. But you want to say with Schengen and see Victor Fo, a member of the SFPP. Is that not provocation? Then Salia, please, I want to ask you what is self-visibility. For most houses web building they don't be unfinished. What you wanna do as a corporation from actually would not complete that building day?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me hear from two more people here, 0799949993. Let's hear your thoughts. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Jawad, good morning.
Yes, sir. Molai, welcome.
Yeah. Jawad, I'm not really called for really participate, but there's some issue where I just want to make known.
Okay.
The old Melon Street, so Jamal don't blockade the old place. They ask for ID card, maybe we should try ID card. They say pass office ID card. Imagine people the way they go, market, these are the return everybody back. So no really they happen. So and no communication also with people then. So it really discouraging and hard for people in this morning.
All right.
So that's all I want for you.
Melon Street. All right. I won't forget that.
And
then hopefully we will also try for ask and know what's going on there. And this morning, it's good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Jawad.
Yes, sir. Name was I call from?
This is not TK from Overforce.
TK, welcome.
Yeah. Jawad, what you say concerning this, the law in this country, is very sweet. When you didn't have power, any how you do, any action that they teach you. You then an in government, any children they do this, not the president, you get spokesman that they can't defend on the media, all that stuff that they will see. Now, the people don't turn against that. Maybe you just know say after your own time. Now, any I use the power is that. But after your own time as a president.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me take one last call here, 0799949993, and let's hear your thoughts as we discuss these issues. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Jawad. Yes, just be audible for we a bit.
But them people, Salon people, hypocrite.
You name outside call from?
Huh?
Name outside call from, sir?
They call from Lumley.
Okay, sir. Go on.
Salon people are hypocrites. The same people they are commission of inquiry. Why they don't think the government don't spend for nothing? They don't come on. Same hypocrites people and the government because of politics.
I don't spoil this country. All left this kind habit. Into this country, this thing don't begin. And into today don't begin. We let people learn for respect law. Lawless now this country too much.
Okay.
Alright.
Thank you very much. And that's the last call I'm going to put through for now. But gentlemen, quickly, we'll wrap up now in a minute. Patrick, we don't get the audit report. I don't go to Parliament, and hopefully the audit service get for make it public for let you know what's in it. But what's your expectation? Do you think we will perform better or worse compared to last year?
We don't need this country, Jawad. We audit service pull the annual audit report. ACC one for take action. Public Accounts Committee in the Parliament tell and say they not get authority for do that because it's a lot of drama upon drama, a kingdom of drama. So I must see. I must audit reports we don't publish in this country. Tell me how much people we actually don't where they all from their audit finding then they and recommendations, what's in the outcome. So until then tell we then come out and tell we, then we will begin believe say not to waste money than they do for do their audit process then they. If Anti-Corruption Commission,
it's important though for like a day on the record whether the politicians decide for take action or not.
Now this society,
yes,
since we get independence over 60 years or so, 1960 over 50 years or so. Now this country for the day on the records they gather dust or cobweb. No, the essence of them documents now for action.
Are you saying we should not do it anymore?
If we know they take action, then if we know they take the appropriate, not only action, the appropriate action. For example, if you feel say, if Jawad, you know me party, then I see say you name them in bad records, and me all public officer knows say for all accountable. Then I see say, lad one for the icing of men. I they profile the wrong, I they take the wrong action against you. I they take action, but I the wrong action I go take against you. A bad public don't see say, I they take action against. For example, if I they prosecute you, if I want to make charges against you, I they profile the wrong charges. I don't take action, but I don't indirectly protect your interests. The public don't see say I don't take action. Technically, they're not going to know say na the wrong charges I don't profile. Technically, the public not going to know that. But are we taking the right actions? These are questions we should be asking ourselves. Otherwise, if we know they take the right action, then all left for the waste time and the country money, but then documents and the way they go put na cupboard for get a dust and cobweb.
I mean, as much as sometimes politicians might not be serious to take them documents, they are as serious as they should, but it form the basis of something. They also inform public consciousness. And the COIO they talk about, one of the basis of a lot of the cases they wouldn't build now.
I just feel saying
now with the reports.
I just may believe that if we are not taking the appropriate action, we will prevent people from doing the wrong and bad things, even where other people are not doing before, then waiting at the essence.
Okay. What do you think? You think say things will get better this year with the audit reports, or it might be worse?
Firstly, it is good for the records, like you did say. It is good for the records. The COIO they discuss so now in findings will lead to this court action now. In finding, I could remember there was a minister of foreign affairs by the name of Ian Bayo years back under the rule of President Momo, I should say. I think say one donation been come up from Italy will come. A siphon that money there through the help of other people. The COI make allusion to that corruption day. We happen from the 80s. They make reference to them inside that COI. So it is good that the audit service Sierra Leone is coming up with its findings or report on a yearly basis for the records. One day we'll go get another good Samaritan. We'll go say, Lord, go on at all the things. But what is more frustrating to the taxpayers, and I am saying this with a particular emotion, if not passion, what is more disturbing, now when they find Daniel Pewa guilty of corruption based on the reports where they come up from Audit Sierra Leone, then at the end of the day, they shelf and under the carpet. Then next year back, Daniel Pewa go for budget discussion. Then they get all the money back, where it no even account
for the last one.
For the last one, this is what is killing Sierra Leone.
So,
Until and unless you don't need Patrick for protect Daniel, you don't need Epic Radio for protect Jawad. Just give Epic Radio the policies, the regulations. Say this nine for happen, this nine for obtain, that whosoever flouts these rules, elected and sent at the president in Fambu or na the opposition leader in Fambu, una treat her not as an individual in relationship with the system, but as an institution based on the rules. Una follow that rules there. Now that Joe Biden, then they talk about impeachment because of we been there as vice president. Then say they mention in picking in name pan corruption.
Okay.
Then they go at so until we set them tangibles, we go always the whistle they so like Saleh. Saleh is disgusted not because of a one for be disgusted, but because over and again, and I tell you, even if na APC na be there na the power, we for still get this conversation.
Thank you very
much.
much.
As SLPP is there, we are still having so na vicious circle, na chain reaction.
Thank you very much.
One system to another.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you very much, Daniel, as well, for being here with us this morning. This is the Epic Morning Show. Of course, we don't talk about some of the biggest stories for the week. Unfortunately, we couldn't cover as much as we wanted to, but we get sports, we get entertainment, we get Biz and Echo. We still have a lot more on our plates coming up in the next half of the show.
Bless the speed, DJ Rampage.
Are you ready now? Okay, let's go. Fana market. Now look and body eye. When I ain't fit your pocket. But na market, you go buy, you go sell. How you cook, now it matter. If you find, we go tell. Fana market. Now look and body eye. When I ain't fit your pocket. But na market, you go buy, you go sell. How you cook, now it matter. If you find, we go tell. So man born meat thin, nice and cool. Other man born meat post dry and full. Not just say na full, but so man on land book, cause in people they no give for put and private school. Each and every day, subri salat, then they pray, but they no one starts from the start, then they afraid. Other man get 4, then get 3, then not turn them to 6, then go hide them under them bed. You left for couple sense, you they make sabi. Where what's up past Gary, now you go sabi paddy. The love of your life, you want turn and paddy for fala paddy pan sugar daddy, sugar mommy. The time way you for charm, you forget them. Now where the beef for rich don't get to go to you and better. Some young girl no go like a body lip and teeth and tongue na me own. I no lenta, fana market. No look and body eye, when I ain't fit your pocket. But na market you go buy, you go sell. How you cook, now it matter. If you find, we go tell. Fana market. No look and body eye, when I ain't fit your pocket. But na market we go buy, you go sell. How you cook, now it matter. If you find, we go tell. Some man born meat, mattress and pillar. They like today in mattress, na the building in pillar. Yes, if the soup sweet a money killer. But the meat sober end, na the plates of the hunter we killer. Do the math 55, make it multiply. Do a 7, 7, 10, say 35. Before you quit, give another try. Remember saying a patience they make caterpillar turn butterfly. Broke girls stay broke cause they wanna act rich to impress broke boys. Same way so, broke boys stay broke cause they wanna act rich to impress broke girls. Kapu sense, the time way you for charm, not forget her. Not so way the beef they go down, you to go to for better. Some young boy no go like her, but the lip and teeth and tongue na me own. I no lenta, fana market. Good
morning and welcome to Biz and Echo News with me, Teresa Thomas. Inside today's edition of Biz and Echo News, the new Minister of Trade and Industry na Salone don't talk about the plans for put the one them where they import rice for the part of the feed salon project during the weekly press conference. He may also talk say rice na critical food security commodity and also emphasize the pivotal role of importers them in rice production and for provide assistance through farm mechanization tools for bolster production. As he say, he go allocate 5% of revenue generated from taxes towards boosting rice production. Salon the boast of active portfolio where equivalent to $967 million. This surrounds 16 national projects when a total of $727 million and 3 region projects accounting for $240 million. This information may reveal during the fiscal year of 2024 country portfolio performance review were jointly conducted by the government and the World Bank inside December 12, 2023. The World Bank don highlight say Salon don achieve disbursement ration of 26.75% in fiscal year inside 2023. Inside one recent disclosure, na the International Monetary Staff Country Report number 23/377 don show concern trend regards the financial stability. The report don highlight persistent breaches na the country external debt service to revenue ration and the present value of the public debt to GDP ration. The report underscore the total debt service to revenue ration projected for be above 100% inside 2028, whilst the gross financing needs they expect for exceed the 14% benchmark from 2023 to 2033. The government don unveil plans for counter any revenue shortfalls by introducing supplementary tax measures outlined na the medium-term revenue strategy. This may happen inside November 2023. USAI Memorandum of Economic and Financial Policies been submitted to the International Monetary Fund. The measures here surround the accelerated alignment of taxes on capital income from 15 to 20%, as this na proposed increase in stamp duty on immovable property and further streamline of GST exemptions. According to data from the central bank, mobile money agents closed 2022 with an outstanding balance of 198.5 million new loans. The recent published financial stability report inside 2022, where them released inside November, and don't reveal the account balance where they up to 402.2 new loan inside the same year, whilst the total amount of e-money where they circulate they about 364.7 million new loan. Now all these are gets for you inside today's edition of Biz and Echo News with me, Teresa Thomas.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the final segment of Sports Update Inside Epic Morning Show with me, Reginald Brian Osoya. Inside Sports Update this morning, Besiktas Football Club do apologize to Vincent Abubakar after they may exclude him from all first-team activities. According to Besiktas, they say it was a very big misunderstanding between the technical team and the player, but they already reinstated them back. So meanwhile, the four players are still under investigation, but Vincent Abubakar has been reinstated back into the team. Yesterday, we see FIFA already announced the finalists them for the best award, both male and female. The three shortlisted players them for the male, them we get Lionel Messi, Erling Haaland, and Kylian Mbappe. And for the female, we get Antaina Bonmati, the Spanish international, Linda Caicedo, she's a Colombian, and of course we get Jenny Amoso, Spanish as well. The award go happen in January. Let's see who wins it. And inside sport updates, the Women's Premier League board don't commence training for head coaches and team captain of the 12 female Premier League clubs. And remember, say the female Premier League will start on the 23rd of this month inside the Southern Arena in Bo. And inside sport updates as well, the Minister of Sport, Madam Augusta James Timmer, do order the demolition of the stadium mosques. Well, according to the Minister of Sport, the mosques will be very close to the Bishop House for be demolished within the next 48 hours. So that mosque is in existence for over 25 years, but the minister don't give an order for make the demolition. According to the release we come out from the Ministry of Sport, that mosque they indeed not supposed for there and there because several people in the country and they want for restrict the amount of people will come and going from the Ministry of Sport. And inside sport updates as well. History will be made in the Premier League this Christmas as Rebecca Welch will become the first competition women's referee, and Sam Allison will become the first black official for take charge of a match for over 15 years now, the English Premier League. So watch out for it. Manchester United still is sweat over the fitness of Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire ahead of their trip to Liverpool on Sunday in the English Premier League. And finally, Lionel Messi in 6-game 1 2022 World Cup shirt don't be sold for £6 million, or equivalent to $7.2 million at auction, and each of them jerseys and they cost £1 million. So they already don't be sold, and that's a record, sales for a jersey. Indeed, it tells you Messi is arguably one of the greatest players in football history. Remember for join me at 11 a.m. this morning as we go look at international football special, and also we go look at the Sierra Leone Premier League weekend match. May being sport update this morning. My name is Reginald Branuswa. They say bye for now.
Good morning and welcome to Epic Entertainment Balls with me, Therese. Inside today's edition of Epic Entertainment Balls, we dey profile David Solomon Koroma, where in stage name na Double King. David Solomon Koroma been born 20th June 1991. Outside people know him for Double King, and in a Sierra Leonean singer, instrumentalist, songwriter, composer, music director, music instructor, we start in music career inside 2010 and as a piano student at the Balanta Academy of Music and Performing Arts. Double King have been chorister at Dove Memorial Methodist Church, and Double King currently they work for the Balanta Academy of Music and Performing Arts, and in the music director of Groovy Colors Band, and also in an organist at the Dove Memorial Methodist Church, Regent. Double King studied most of the popular music genres, and as a result of this, he decided to come up with Iyon Gumbe Fusion inside 2018 after in music studies from Ethiopia Global Music Academy inside Addis Ababa campus. The Gumbe Fusion music, they all over Salone and beyond. You go get Double King in songs now all global music platforms. October 5, 2019. Double King released in first single where it titled Mama Lovin' were produced by Solos Beat, and the 9th of December 2019 he released in first Gumbe Fusion where it titled Gumbe Dance were produced by Josh Beat, and followed by in two Gumbe Fusion them inside August 21, 2020 where it titled Take My Hand. Usai it featured one of Sierra Leone's finest female singer, Rose Sokota. Double King also very consistent in releasing great songs from the Gumbe Fusion genre. Songs them like Bless Me, Bonat, Me Lover. Usai it featured Tony, when a Sierra Leonean London-based rapper, and all them songs they also been produced by Josh Beat. And inside 2023, he released in song where it titled Yo, were produced by Solos Beat. Recently this year, Double King and a band from Balanta Academy, Groovy Colors Band, they invite them to China for perform some of the Chinese songs them as a way of language and cultural exchange between Sierra Leone and China, and also promote in Gumbe Fusion sound. Double King also people know him for in live musical concerts where he can call Inside the Nature Corner, of which successfully they don't make 2 shows them in the previous years. If you want to know more about Double King, you go follow them on all social media handles them or platforms them like YouTube, Audiomack, Spotify, Instagram, etc. Well, now all these are gets for you inside today's edition of Epic Entertainment Balls with me, Therese.
Yana Orange, Lagos we customizing freedom. Now we glad for bring to you we new and sober offer. EONE. Inside this we one in town offer, you get the rights for pick the voice or data bundle where fits your lifestyle. Yes? Now so e be. We dey make communication winner for you wangling. It no matter if you not posting we like long talk or posting we like for browse boku. EONE there for you. Pan tap all this, you get to run number SMS where you know they pay for. We don't add the matchy jeep and this gladdy. EONE means say better thing day for all man. Ladida there for you. Dial *889# for begin.
So creamy, so good.
Cowbell powder milk now they carry tasty creamy goodness for your breakfast and snacking moments. With any packet of cowbell milk powder you add to your food, you dey give your body a creamy goodness blend of vitamin A, C, D, E, and K for general well-being and vitamin B9 for healthy brain development. Cowbell milk powder now with creamy goodness. Now quality milk powder we recommend for you and your loved ones during breakfast and snacking moments every day. They also get the 3-in-1 cowbell coffee, cowbell choco, and your favorite cowbell strawberry. Buy and enjoy the new creamy goodness of cowbell every day from all provision shops nationwide. For wholesale, visit the office at 51 Frobe Road, Freetown, or call us on 077-250025 or 099-250025. Cowbell powdered milk, the perfect companion at breakfast and snack times. Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention.
All right, 9:01 from Studio Clock. If you just join we, welcome back. We're live on TV, live on radio, live online as well, live on Choice FM Eastern of Freetown as well. And of course, by next week, hopefully, we'll also be live on we website. I mean, of course, we are doing a brand new work on it, and so it go easy for a lot of una for listening whilst una they continue on a journey then to work or whatever you are doing. So it will just be easier. So stay with me for that. But let me just go to what the papers are saying. Good morning, Iris.
Good morning, Jawad.
Okay. So our co-newspaper, the lead here with government and private sector forge partnership to bolster investment in Sierra Leone. Court of Appeal orders former President Nkrumah to pay over 70 billion leones. These are some of the lead stories waiting on Awuko this morning.
And at the satellite newspaper, as investigations into failed coup attempt continues, more calamities for ex-President Nkrumah. As confidence grows in Bio's administration, Sierra Leone re-selected for MCC, women and girls in the face of instability. This and more at the satellite newspaper.
Okay, on exclusive this morning, dialogue in dilemma, APC and SPP, who is fooling who? Injustice will go to the Supreme Court, lawyer Adi Macaulay says, and NDA leader calls for unity.
And at the Concord Times newspaper, IGR November 26, attempted coup was not carried out by a political party. President Bio launches National Public Health Agency, calls for support. Chinese ambassador awards grant to needy students. This and more at the Concord Times newspaper.
On Premier News this morning, new UN envoy presents credentials. Human Rights Commission to hold maternal mortality inquiry. Attempted coup and cost of living crisis puts peace to test. These are some of the lead stories on Premier News this morning.
And at the Awareness Times newspaper, First Lady Mrs. Fatima Mathabio issues powerfully written editorial, Peace, Stability, Protect Future of Women and Girls. Audit Service hands audit report on 2022 government account to Parliament. MCC reselect Sierra Leone for continued compact development. This and more at the Awareness Times newspaper.
And on Standard Times here, the lead story is theft at ECSL Tally Center. 142 tablets missing. Integrity and customers has. Okay, so these are the lead stories and on Standard Times. But there's also a very important and interesting story here on Premier News. Landlord and lady to spend 3 months imprisonment. Or I'm going to dig quickly through that story later on the show. But why should we talk about all of this? We now know that the audit service here don't present the audit reports, the latest audit reports to the parliament. We have a new body of parliament. It's a new parliament. Obviously, some of the one a lot of the one are still old one where they come for the second term, or some even for the third term. Are you optimistic that then go take a different course regarding how they go treat the audit report compared to the others before them?
Well, I think everybody has a responsibility of doing that which is right, Jawad, regardless of how long you don't stay in that particular position there. So they have the responsibility of doing that which is right and going through it and ensuring presenting it to the public as they should. So the time spent there in Parliament or so not a requirement for say therefore compromising or whatever thing they're doing. So we're optimistic at the end of the day that we get the required result from the audit. Yeah.
Okay, and I mean required results always will come up, but we also get for deal with the willingness of those in Parliament for actually take the necessary action. A lot of the time now ACC will see they take action, but Parliament itself not even the table the reports for debate.
It's their integrity at stake, honestly speaking, because it's what you've been held up to do. It's your responsibility at the end of the day. So just know people are out there watching, people are out there observing at the end of the day. And this is what is going out there to the public. So I believe say then get a responsibility for ensure say then table them as they should and not just only left them to a particular body, ACC or anybody else for dig deep into them. So they have that responsibility and they ought to do as they should.
Okay, so this landlord and lady case, a very interesting case. It actually happened in January 25. This year. So the landlord and landlady they make arrangement for let them pull the zinc of one of the tenants, pull the zinc and of course damage other property then in building, and then they say then even thief a pot of food. So all of that damage worth 790 million leones. Of course, so the tenants now take them to court. That I not saying on our oath, but if I want pull myself, like this is not the way for pull me, and all of that. So it's very interesting. But then again, behind all of this humor, there is also a very deep lesson about how landlord and they treat tenants them in this city.
Yeah, honestly, then you just think say because you rent you owe to me. So you have the right to treat me anyhow you want to treat me. I mean, it's just right. If you want to put somebody in a place, now you have a particular time frame. You get for get time, because for firm place not easy. There's a time frame you go get I'm like go firm place, but for brutally just manhandle somebody because now you place, I mean, it not go down well. And I believe that person they get the right. If he lost, even if you not reach that particular amount they say for whatever thing he lost now the owes, because of the damage caused, it go just get for say yes. Now this social amount, and you just get for own up to her. At the end of the day, there's evidence say you just know. Take them out the right way and you just do a million way. I mean, it has to stop. If somebody they rent, let it be like it's a family thing. Let the respect day and let that cordiality day between you and you as landlord and the tenant for avoid all the irrational decision.
I think you get a very good landlord, and so you are quite safe. So the actual damages that were put in this case, of course, the person will bring the case claim 790, but the court actually gained 250 million leones in damages, or alternatively letting landlord or landlady let them all to go for 3 months imprisonment. So you will imagine waiting again for do. But let's just talk to Melvin Tijama, from Parliament, and let's just understand what's going on with that particular. Whether this new parliament, this new crop of MPs, whether they get an appetite really for dig through the report. But let's not forget this, like I said, this is a new parliament. You get a lot of young people and you get a lot of women as well. For the first time, the biggest women caucus in the history of parliament. So it tells you that with the hopes it and get some appetite. But let's just talk to Melvin. Still early days for really know whether things might change or not. Good morning, Melvin.
Good morning.
So the audit service are saying now they don't put the audit reports to Parliament and then they wait when and table them, then they go make them public to we. But do you think this new crop of MPs do they have any appetite for accountability?
Yes, the new crop of MPs, they get appetite for accountability for the fact that members of the last parliament, then be done in disagreement, such as events and we don't say there should be a new dispensation on the Auditor General's report probing. Let me not forget, the last parliament, one of the fifth parliament, not be able to probe into the Auditor General's report because there was a disagreement under Section 119 as to whether for undo the Auditor General's report, that the plenary or the Public Accounts Committee, and that didn't make from the last parliament will not be see any headway. But first, let me just say that report when we go around and say Auditor General's report is in Parliament, it's a fake news. I've been talked to so many of the leaders in the House. It's a fake news, and Mr. Bindede. But the fact remains that, as you ask, Parliament was divided the last time. And this time, we don't know. And we only know when it can of Parliament, and we're going to move motion, say, for debates and how and when for debates.
And because that disagreement with that section 119 or so, you think it still will continue as long as the law not change?
Well, that depends on common sense and conscience because of the fact that even if the law is blind or not clear, at the end of the day, we need for audits, ministries, departments, and agencies because then the complaints say government not get money and things are hard. People they say they want water, they want lights, they want good hospital. And every year, governments they approve budgets for that. Nonetheless, still things don't change. So whether they say this or that, the fact remains that there should be probity in terms of budget and expenditure. And I think that's what Parliament is driving towards.
And because you have a lot of young people, you have a lot of women in Parliament, does that change the mood in the House really, or the appetite when it comes to things like this?
I don't think so because the politics has not changed. The Secretariat at Wallis Johnson Smith is in control of SLPP. The Secretariat at Old Railway Line is controlling the APC. So their ideologies might be slightly different from national agenda, which is accountability and transparency for service delivery. But the end note remains the political parties are having control over that. And what their ideological belief with regards to the Auditor General's reports, now I make as you always say, we political parties in a salon, I'm sorry for say they lack ideology because what are they saying with regards to the Auditor General's reports?
All right. Thank you very much for talking to us this morning.
It's a pleasure to be on the show. Thanks for having me.
All right. I'm Elvin Tijan Mansar. All right. Thank you very much for being here with us as well this morning, Iris. Let's now talk to listeners them. And here's the thing as well. Something exciting coming up, of course, in the coming weeks leading to the end of the year. Some of UNA, we they call we every day, and of course, when they express our thoughts and opinions, we actually get for bring some of UNA here in the studio with we in the next 2 weeks, and for really express UNA thoughts here. I mean, a lot of the time now UNA can they call, so now we put UNA let UNA self-express UNA thoughts here in the studio on so many national issues. So we'll start that next week, and we won't tell you the names yet, but we'll have to contact the people, and then the one them we agree, and then we'll invite them over so that UNA go express UNA thoughts. So it's like changing the position of the mic. So let's hear from you now, 079994993, on some of these issues that we have been discussing here this morning. Don't forget, we're also live on TV. I think yes, on Slick TV, channel 37. And currently, if you're on Twitter, there is a Twitter storm going on between David Senge, one of the chief minister, and Kefala Mara on one hand, and then on the other hand, Richard Conte as well, regarding what is working and what is not working in the agreement with the APC and the government being signed some months ago. Good morning. morning. Hello. Yes, sir. Name was I call from?
Now, really, I appreciate the
I think we'll get some trouble here getting you through. Let's just take a quick break and then we'll come with the sorts of all of these technicalities here now.
Cowbell powder milk now they carry tasty creamy goodness for your breakfast and snacking moments. With any packet of cowbell milk powder you add to your food, you they give your body a creamy goodness blend of vitamin A, C, D, E, and K for general well-being and vitamin B9 for healthy brain development. Cowbell milk powder now with creamy goodness. Now quality milk powder we recommend for you and your loved ones during breakfast and snacking moments every day. They also get the 3-in-1 cowbell coffee, cowbell choco, and your favorite cowbell strawberry. Buy and enjoy the new creamy goodness of cowbell every day from all provision shops nationwide. For wholesale, visit the office at 51 Frobe Road, Freetown, or call us on 077-250025 or 099-250025. Cowbell powdered milk, the perfect companion at breakfast and snack times. Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
Yana Orange, we busy but we customers in freedom. 9 week Lati for bring to you we new and sober offer. You inside this we one in town offer. You get the rights for the voice or data bundle where fits you lifestyle. Yes, now so it be. We dey make communication winner for you wangling. It no matter if you not posting with like long talk or posting with like for browse boku. You there for you. Pants up all this, you get to run number SMS where you know they pay for. We don't add the magic jeep and this gladdy. You mean say better thing day for all man. Ladida they are for you. Dial *889# for begin.
Orange. All right, let's jump straight into the 079994993. Let's go. Good morning. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, this question of, audit report, you know, then when they talk about young people, then they women, then they brother, this country in politics, even if we take them 18 years, but then no more we put them in that parliament, this politics now, this country will make no change, not go take place. This audit report from where they want account, waiting have been the reason that say APC not been the debater na parliament. So they say not they don't then command this other one don't come. And that's not the reason. They say we all been down here from Honorable Tower and Honorable Gevao. What did they talk about that parliament if they talk about corruption? So, I mean, it I can even suggest if they forget about this all this report business, because now other time then they waste money, then they waste people do all kind of things, then that you know they come up here, the corruption they still continue on the highest level.
Thank you very much. It's good that we continue with it though, and just because it's not working, we shouldn't say, oh, let's abandon them altogether. I think it will be a mistake. But good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jawad.
Namsak, welcome.
Thank you very much, Faboda.
Well, it's important we go forward and make your opinion.
You're correct. Better you cut off that side. Any IB audit report lady, it didn't record. So the commission for carrying the audit report make, then get facts with them, all for man, with the system for period money. So we better let it exist. The money not to waste resources. It work. Jawad, to be honest with you, I listen him, but I tell you no more this morning. The course against for contribute. Salon problem. Someone they behave like say, Nana starts. That's so someone they take. You see that now salon problem starts. For most salon getting independent in 1961, where the with man and left here, Samilti Kami left here, where someone can to Tambra, na damage to their damage. So the only thing me they say, don't continue for pre no more. One day, if we no benefit to go picking and I will come benefit later. But now we always get in good faith say, one day it could change. So they are already the old somehow who don't do bad so. Love you know the effects. Me, President Bio, wake up to the auditor.
Thank you.
Not the all, where they so.
Thank you very much. Let's go. Let's hear from more people here. 079994993. Keep it 90 seconds. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Name also I call you from?
Mina Kefala Kuma, I call from Ogufa. First of all, I will commend the government for achieving the MCC. That's a big milestone. But equally so, more of the excited because of the money we can forget. That money is not going to come and sit at the bank of Sweden. Government will draw activity plans, you understand, and everything is going into procurement. And we now believe again for turn around back and go back to the United States. So more of the excited. The only thing we should be happy about it because this don't give a very big confidence to our investors. They will not give assurance to investors that there is something good in this country. And if Salon better or all better. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go 079994993. Let's hear your thoughts here and on these very important issues. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Name was I call from?
Yeah, good morning. My name is Usman. Thank you for the call from Spolu.
Usman, you're welcome.
Yeah, in this audit of report where they go on right now, me glad the way they do in the way that anybody where they found guilty on anything, they need for key account on which if you don't do for the last 1 year or 2 years. And let's say they like where they say one thing to the other, like unless where they don't find other custody, you don't come this under 7 billion way for pay. If they don't say you know say this commission inquiry, anybody with so far we grab, even president the auditor in there for grab, the commissioner is inquiry get for go to invite them. Let them see if what he do now the right thing or not the wrong thing. If not the wrong thing, they go the same penalty back way some people in the plan go through. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go. And 20 minutes downside the hour 9, so it means so we just get 10 more minutes here. Let's see how many calls can we put through. Good morning. Hello.
Yeah, brother Jawad. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, Mr. Suleiman, welcome.
My brother Sierra Leone for me lose usai utai tangle, easy. As Anamta say from this independent up to today. Me wonder what make African get independent now for voting. More Sierra Leone we in a rich country. Now in the tangle in self so today for second man work. The one day where they in power today, work when they listen the during President Kuma in regime. You go and see the way they mean they talk like say if they come, Sierra Leone go turn heaven. And then they don't change different way. And you repeat what in President Kuma and government been they do. Now in the happen so today. You want to say Sierra Leone na so he get for go? I don't think say the future generation get for say alhamdulillah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Sierra Leone and they think how for work for in country. Sierra Leone and no bill for work for himself.
Thank you very much. Let's go. 079994993. Let's hear from more people here on this very important issue. Good morning.
Good morning, Jawad.
Yes, Lamin Samurai, welcome.
Yes. We see the SFPP try for make smart by getting rid of Lara Taylor Pierce because all this commission of inquiry and the capture the confidence so now through that woman they get them suspended. So they hope the way Lara Taylor Pierce not there again, the information will fade out. But to make mistake on that side. And one thing we me glad from when they can power, then they say the APC they give them chance, especially Ernest Kouma, Samuel Kamara. Now they get opportunity for Christian one and they put them in a corner so that they go able to work for we. Because me, I want to see actually the work where SFPP can work. Let me tell you about new direction. Say so now, I not see the newness of the direction. Yeah, let us push them one and they so that they go able to work for we. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go. 079994993. Let's hear from more people. Get 8 more minutes here. And let's hear your thoughts on these issues. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Gerard.
Yes, Mr. Rogers from Juba.
Yeah. With the same people and same thing. But I don't see where you, Mama, made the correct result. Reference not go down there. We talk about where that man be they say a lot of abandoned offices, then they wait them for don't engage, then they rent. But we all as Unions, we they look for solution. You just get the way where you go put onto them people then they for let them renovate then buildings and then go inside and you keep grudge over them. If you keep grudge over them, you're not going to solve the problem. A lot of the people then when they say things not will ever change in this country, not today not God. One day it will changes will come. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's go 0799994 993. Let's go. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Jawad.
Just Jawad, not be Doctor 8, but let's go.
Okay.
Name us, I call we from.
Yeah, I call from Brookfield.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, mina artist. I do song for I want premiere this song a program for the government for appreciate the government and the president for which you don't do for the past 5 years. I outline everything, so I want to make opportunity for make I go premiere this program.
Thank you very much. We'll look into that. Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah.
All right, let's go 079994993. We have 6 more minutes here, so let's see how many more calls can we put through. Good morning.
Morning, aside again. Mr. Rogers, we are all for it. All man, what we see with the comment, because we are making change. But you tell me, take new building from where this government can. This is going to 6 years when they get contract to people and for refurbish a building. From where they get the stage for provide lifts, we at least then say them for stock for the go out meetings or workshop and then been to money or expensive hotels. This is the name. Take Delco building. Usai Mano River been there. The former works minister. We can engage with everything and don't provide money for renovate that building there. Go look there. Then get a whole insurance company, Magic, when a government insurance company. Go look there if that building there it conducive for run an office like Kalana Insurance. I don't see how it's for. If they make that building there, other offices will occupy there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And let's go. That's a conversation where at some point we'll need to have with everybody involved, because we can't just keep paying thousands of dollars for other spaces for put government agencies them in. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Name on side, call we from, sir.
I talk from Lovely.
Okay.
Abu.
Mr. Abu, welcome.
Sierra Leone, God don't fight for we. No worry. You see, any time where politicians get what, the masses will feel up. This inquiry and the money people are here for pay, now find him mad at the start. Then, chef, we then grab all inside the bus. We go see. So now, so the country is good before. But if they all get award, all the other CEO they were not so, we not go know. God don't help we are. Then nobody no vex.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Abu. Quite an interesting take. 4 more minutes here. Let's see how many more calls can we put through. 0799994 Good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, name where call we from?
Johnny.
Johnny, welcome.
MJ, I can always say, people of faith will not forbid. But at the 60s, they can't catch independence. It was sweet. After independence coming to 67, it was sweet, better. But from where OAU been at this country, trouble done for them. You see? So it is damage. Now repair. And that damage where it damage, not so one day fixing up. It therefore takes time. So any government where they can, you must get up at them day.
Okay.
Even when they try for make quick and they succeed, they don't do nothing.
Thank you very much. I want to hear from a few more people. Just get 2 more minutes here. And let's go. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, name where I call from?
Yes, I call for myself. By Adam Kabu.
Mr. Kagbo, you're welcome.
Yes. What they try for talking at this country, for try for legitimate, will not legitimate, this na problem. Why I say so? Look at the situation how the country don't do. We dey for inquiry for election, internationally, nationally. Then why they bring out other team back where it be say they don't left all political something for us until this thing I go through. We not get no legitimate government yet. This law talk and unless in legitimate something.
Well,
it's not illegitimate government.
It's your thoughts.
It's now this the point.
Like I say, now your opinion. So you get right to run, but you can't say because now your opinion will also agree with them as well. But one bit of news, international news, where some people might be interested in that. The Senegalese courts don't order the jailed opposition leader Ousmane Sonko in name for be reinstated at the electoral register. I mean say that decision don't pave the way for make a run in next February's presidential election in Senegal. And unfortunately, this is where we'll draw the curtain down on the show 9:29 here from Wo Studio Clock in Freetown. Many thanks to everybody who don't listen to me for the rest of the week. We're back on TV. Slick TV is up again. So for everybody who don't miss Girls Talk will be up again. And there are so many shows as well lined up coming your way in the next few weeks that you will be excited genuinely about that. But we have Rapperholic coming up tonight. You have all these corners coming up. And because we missed the carnival on December 16 because of everything where they go on, is that don't worry, you day home will still go make you feel like saying at the carnival you day. You have a lot of the DJs they put something special together for you guys out there just for making you enjoy the rest of our weekend and all the other shows them as well that comes with that. I am Mohammed Jawadi and many thanks to the producers here, many thanks to Choice FM, Slick TV, and we've also been live online. We'll see you again next week.